morning, everyone. Welcome to beautiful Washington Park on the shores of Lake Michigan in Michigan City. I'm Shannon Eason, the Park Superintendent, and I'm really excited to talk to you today about the Fetters Alley All-Inclusive Playground and Fitness Park. I want to explain the difference between ADA and all-inclusive. A lot of people confuse those two. So ADA laws provide access to facilities, and that's it. We went way beyond that. We want to provide facilities for people with all abilities, whether they have hearing, mobility, vision impairments. That's what we try to address. Play is a fundamental part of childhood. It's a universal language that transcends all barriers. It fosters creativity, encourages social interaction, and builds a foundation for lifelong friendships. In many of our communities, including ours right now, today, children with disabilities face many challenges that prevent them from engaging in this essential aspect of their childhood. This is where an all-inclusive playground comes into play, literally. Our playground was thoughtfully designed with one core principle in mind. Everyone, regardless of ability, should have the opportunity to play. The new playground features accessible equipment, sensory play areas, safe surfacing, ensuring that every child, regardless of their physical or developmental disability, has the ability to explore, interact, and enjoy the magic of play together. The benefits of such inclusive spaces extend far beyond mere play. They send a powerful message to our entire community. They teach our children the values of empathy, respect, and understanding. When children of all abilities come together on a playground, they learn to celebrate their differences and recognize their strengths. By champion inclusion in our public spaces, we are advocating for a more inclusive society as a whole. We're sending a message that every individual deserves to be seen, heard, valued, and included. Thank you, Congressman Mervan, for your support of this very important, exciting, and for some, life-changing project. Now I would like to introduce to you our Honorable Mayor Angie Nelson Deitch.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you for coming out this morning, and give Shannon a round of applause. She is awesome. This started in 2021 as part of the Park Master Plan, and it has transformed into something way bigger than what we could have ever imagined. I would like to thank her and our council president, Don Privilinski. He has been a champion. He couldn't be here this morning, but he has been a true champion for this park and this playground and making sure that all abilities have access. I do want to recognize, could members of the park board please stand that are here today, because again, they are an integral part of this process as well. We have council member Nancy Mollenauer here, State Rep Patricia Boyd. And let me say, this is a partnership from our redevelopment commission and also our city council. Our last council actually approved funding for this park, and so did the redevelopment commission. So this is a labor of love from us to make sure that this happens. And we also want to make sure that as we move forward, that next year around this time, we're doing a ribbon cutting, right? Our goal is to have a ribbon cutting sometime next fall. So we're going to push forward in making sure that we make sure that this is a success. One of the questions that comes up to me, that has come to me before is like, well, where are you going to get the rest of the money? I said, don't worry about that. We're going to go get this money. I said, we're going to find the money. We're going to make sure that we break ground next year, and we want to make sure that we also have a ribbon cutting. We want to see all of you there next year here in the same spot, but right over there during our ribbon cutting. A couple other things. Last year, when the request came in, I ran into Shannon at City Hall in the hallway and said, "Hey, did you know you can apply for this?" She's like, "What are you talking about?" I see. I last minute Shannon all the time. I last minute her to death. Anytime there's any type of funding opportunity, I'll catch her and say, "Hey, did you know about this?" And she's like, "When does it due?" I'm like, "Tomorrow." And she makes it happen. She makes it happen. I try not to stress her, but hey, when there's money involved, she's like, "Come on with it. Do what you need to do, Mayor." So we are honored to have our congressman here today because, again, it happened about a year or so ago when I ran into Shannon and I said, "You know, there's an opportunity for us, and I think we have someone who would champion that for us." So I'm not going to belabor introducing him because he needs no introduction. But I would like our congressman to come up because, and Shannon, come back up here because I think you need your kudos. I need you to make sure you get a photo with the congressman up here because she doesn't like pictures. But again, welcome our Congressman Frank Mervan so he can tell you about the funding that we have received for this playground. This is a destination park. Like she said, all abilities. So without further ado, our Congressman.
Thank you, Angie. I, of course, want to start off by thanking Mayor Angie for what Michigan City which Michigan City knows now is your grit, your commitment to a better quality of life. It all starts with you. And when we talk about economic development, when we talk about lifting up Michigan City, it starts with infrastructure. And the very first time I met her, she said, "I'm Angie, I'm the council president. What do we need to do to get money here into my community?" And she has lived that and walked that day in, day out, not only as a council member, but as a mayor. So thank you very much. And to Shannon, thank you for your vision. And for what you have done for the uplifting of the community and the pride and passion that is palatable when you talk about all inclusivity. And so today, we're not just celebrating the beginning of this park. This is the first time I had like mood music while I'm talking. It's like I'm at a spa. But ultimately, we are celebrating the all inclusivity and what that means. It means that we will have a quality of life. It means we'll have a space where every member of the community of LaPorte County, of all of Northwest Indiana and the country can come no matter the age or ability. And so what does that mean? What message are we sending out to the world? It means we prioritize inclusivity, unity, and pride and quality of life. So as a member of Congress, we have to compete, or some would say fight for these funds. It starts with the eligibility and the concept of a good idea. Then we, all 435 of us, come before appropriations and we say, this is our community funded project. This is what we want to prioritize. And this is one of those that is worth fighting for. Because not only does it bring everyone together and send the ripple effect throughout our community that we want to be welcoming of people with special needs, with all ages, but we also want to be the leader in Northwest Indiana of a quality of life and access to the lakefront. And so one little experience, we have 1,500 senior citizens that are right to my left. There are 25,000 seniors in LaPorte County. What this says to them is, one, we're welcoming you. Two, we thank you for everything that you've done. And three, we'll have a walking trail here for you to be able to enjoy the outdoors, come together, have something to look forward to, and most importantly, have a better quality of life. I can share that experience. I was a township trustee for 15 years. We ran Wicker Park. We had a 2.5-mile walking trail. No matter what we did for poor relief, for the community, for transportation, that walking trail was an anchor because seniors and people came to it every single day to utilize it and enjoy the beauty. And what greater place than in Michigan City with access to the lakefront? Now we're tying a lot of different things together. with the expansion of the double tracking, the economic development of bringing in businesses, the building of new homes, and Michigan City is on the rise, and I mention it every time you can finish my sentence. Crane Magazine says it's the hottest real estate in the Chicagoland area, and that's